your drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. Overheard them mention hater, not a pretty word like moist or moisture. Wanna quit, but you know I'm a soldier. Try to get me out, you know it's game over. Say it's toxic, chaotic, unhealthy. Always play my cards right, don't test me. I'm not here to play nice, no I can't be. And if you're trying to stop me, that's a guarantee. Too many people try to get me out, and it worked for a second, but I'm back now, better than ever. Welcome to the drama castle. I am your drama queen, and welcome to the drama castle. You try to stop me, but you can't. Too many people try to stop me, but you can't. You can't.
Henry resilient, fake like a knockoff chain. Chasing clout in the shadows, living off pain. Exposing Aaron, but your facts ain't aligned. Legend of the white dragon, stay out of his grind. Cam up, Henry, show your real face. Keyboard warrior hiding in cyberspace. Calling out names, but you can't keep pace. Crash out your own lane, disgrace in the race. Viking Ranger, yeah, he got the scars, but you just a passenger, not reaching stars. Talk big game, but your actions stay small. Throwing shade at legends while you trip and fall. Run your mouth, but the truth stays silent. Fake exposés, your words stay violent. Aaron builds legends, you build fake clicks. Puppet strings visible, your moves all tricks. You crash out worse than the ones you call out. Your credibility sinking, no doubt. Legends move in silence, you just scream. Clout chasing Henry, breaking the dream. Cam up, Henry, show your real face. Keyboard warrior hiding in cyberspace. Calling out names, but you can't keep pace. Crash out your own lane, disgrace in the race. Viking Ranger, run your mouth, but the truth stays silent. Fake exposés, your words stay violent. Viking Ranger, yeah, he got the scars, but you just a passenger, not reaching stars. Talk big game, but your actions stay small. Throwing shade at legends while you trip and fall. Run your mouth, but the truth stays silent. Fake exposés, your words stay violent. Aaron builds legends, you build fake clicks. Puppet strings visible, your moves all tricks. You crash out worse than the ones you call out. Your credibility sinking, no doubt. Legends move in silence, you just scream. Clout chasing Henry, breaking the dream. You crash out worse than the ones you call out. Your credibility sinking, no doubt. Legends move in silence, you just scream. Clout chasing Henry, breaking the dream.
Damn, at this point, I might as well just drop a mixtape. How y'all doing? Thank you for being here. Much love, much love. Listen, this is a tough one, man. This is gonna be a tough one. Cause y'all know, me and Henry, we go way back. Way back. But don't think anyone's exempt from my wrath. And he shows up. How dare you stream on my date night? There will be sanctions for this. Um, Date night. You mean booty call night? Henry. Henry. So after yesterday's shit show, all right, Henry Resilient, the cult leader, the man, the myth, the mystery, was doing a stream himself, and he stream sniped a little bit. We got Cheyenne, troublemaker Cayenne. Nah, I'm just kidding. We love Cheyenne. We love cayenne pepper up in here. We love the spice. And she brings the spice. But she was in his chat and she said, "Oh, you need to stream Snipe Ray. She's streaming right now. She got Rican Ranger on there, spurging out, having a good old time over there, you know." And so he did, but I missed that, right? So after, I hopped on his stream last night, I did cam up. You notice I'm not camming up now. We're gonna talk about it. Trust, we're gonna talk about it. I went back and rewatched it when he was stream sniping me, because I'm always curious when I know people are watching me or reacting to my stuff. I always watch it, right? You want to watch it, see what people are saying, and man, the shock. I mean, it's not really shock. It's Henry Resilience. So we're gonna have some fun with Henry today. We're gonna respond to Henry Resilient, and to also show all you haters out there, I don't give Henry any special treatment. He can catch the smoke too. We don't have to agree, but I'm also gonna show y'all you can have disagreements with people on the internet, But we gotta have some fun with Henry today, y'all. We're gonna have some fun with Henry today. But anyways, before we get into that, I have to say hello to the chat, because y'all are on fire today, because y'all already know this is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a doozy. A doozy. By the way, that song, I did not expect that AI to come up with something that came off such a banger, but also was like, damn, the AI didn't hold back on Henry. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't write the lyrics. I just put in a few prompts, and that is what we got, is that epic diss track on Henry. Haters, feel free to use that one, because I don't think you guys are going to come up with anything better than that, because y'all are very untalented like that. That's why I'm untalented. I use AI. But anyways, hello, Anthony. How are you? Of course, we have Henry lurking in the shadows, where I'm about to keep him after the stream. He's going to be lurking in the shadows. Y'all, I'm about to body this man. Body him. Let's get the chat up here so everyone can see too. What up, Jillykin saying can't wait. Also, I appreciate y'all for pushing that, because y'all know I always feel awkward when it comes to that stuff. So I appreciate y'all for pushing the GoFundMe to help your girl get out of struggle bus, because it's getting close to Red Alert. We are on now Red Alert, y'all. So if y'all can help out, that would be great. Because yes, I will just say this: by the end of June, there might be some complications, and I might have to disappear for a little while again, but not because I'm choosing to. It's because things might be happening that is gonna force me to not be able to do this for a bit. So if y'all want to help me out, greatly appreciated. And thank you for the $10, Terrence. Appreciate you very much so, and appreciate you for putting that out there, as well as Jillykins, you're reminding everyone to help a girl out. Everybody needs some help. I don't like admitting when I do, but unlike some people, I don't really care if people know that people struggle in life. So the struggle's real, y'all. It's real. It's definitely real. Darth City is hello. Henry built like Potix Fleco. Henry also the nerd. Wait, damn, you got beef? You got beef with Henry? I didn't know you got beef with Henry. On the dead homies, Henry catching a fade. Fuck Aaron. Fuck Bat the Sun also. Wow, what did Henry do? I need to know what your beef with Henry is. I know what my beef with Henry is today, but what's your beef with Henry? I need to know. We inquiring minds want to know. Hello, Darth Cerberus. How are you? Ooh, live stream. Sup, chat? What's going on? How you doing? Lunchbox. I wonder what the twists we gonna have today. Hopefully not. I can't do another 6-hour stream. Not back to back. I can't do it, y'all. I can't. I was not even expecting yesterday to happen, and then it was almost 6 hours. I can't do it. No, I can't do it. I can't. I can, but I don't want to. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm now here. Who's Ray? I'm Ray. Hi, nice to meet you. How you doing? I'll donate $1,000 right now if Henry agrees to a fade. $1,000 in your pocket if you get Henry to agree to a fade. Oh, nah, Henry wouldn't do that unless it's going in his pockets. Trust me, he wouldn't do that unless it's going to his pockets. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. It would be funny, but he wouldn't do that. Ray, you know Tweedledee and Tweedledum here. I don't know who Tweedledee and Tweedledum are, but there's a lot of those, so I'm sure they're all here. I missed Ray on cam. This was on Henry's channel. He always makes you get on cam when you go on his channel because that's under his rules. And trust me, he does not fail to remind me why I need to be on cam all the time. We're gonna go through it. Trust me. What up, Scattered Knight? How you doing? Much love to Scattered Knight. Suspect 13. Hello, how are you? Lunchbox got the wrench head. He does. Sometimes he's trigger happy. Don't get him going. Darth Sidious, he's trigger happy. Casualties of Gaming. I have no idea what's going on. Nobody ever does when they come to my channel. That's the beauty of my channel. Nobody ever does. Jamal says, leave Henry alone. No. Henry is not the exception of the rule that he cannot catch strays because he can catch them too. I've always told Henry. I've always told everybody. Anybody can catch these hands. These virtual hands are rated E for everyone. Everyone's going to catch them. No worries. They tried with me and failed. Oh, no. You didn't. You just screwed me out of $1,000. Well, actually, Henry screwed me out of $1,000 because he's definitely not getting that fade. Terrence with 1999 super chat. Thank you so much. Supportive and inclusive community here. We're here for you. Consider donating to GoFundMe if you can. Ray doesn't like asking for help. This is also true. I don't even like asking for help. You could ask anybody who knows me. They're always like, you should do GoFundMe. I'm like, but I'm an adult. I shouldn't need to ask anyone for help. But I'm kind of at the point where I have no choice. So I'm like, everybody knows I hate that shit. I hate when people see me being a bum. I have a reputation to uphold, y'all. I can't risk people seeing me be like everybody else sometimes. Sometimes I gotta be like, nah, I'm good. The house will be literally on fire. I'll be sitting here streaming like, nah, I'm fine, guys. Everything's good right now. The house is just burning, baby's good. I made sure she was out, but I still have to stream. The show must go on, but the house is on fire right now. Just saying. But anyways, we are going to react to Henry reacting to me, and I'm gonna address some things I had heard this man say about your girl. Let's take a listen, shall we? It's coming up.
What you want to hear? Answer. What you want to hear, dog?
It's right after.
Cayenne, shut up.
Somebody in the chat.
I'll be back. What you want to hear?
Yes, he's gonna be back.
What song? Just type it in the chat.
Wait for it, y'all.
What you want to hear? Stream Snipe Ray, Henry.
There it is. Stream Snipe Ray.
What? She got? Let me see.
Here he goes. Wait for it. He already gonna start talking shit. Wait.
Let's see. I don't even think she's streaming. Ray Ality? What's her name now? I just be like, post her link in the chat. Rican. Hopefully she got him on camera. If she don't got him on camera, I'm not even gonna tune in.
See, already this man. If she ain't got him on camera, I ain't even gonna listen. So the audio ain't good enough for you, Henry. You gotta have somebody on camera because you want to see the reaction. The reaction is everything. Well, I mean, we got plenty of Rican clips out there that exist. Okay, you got plenty of sound drops about that man. The sound bites, you use his sound bites in your Discord, sir. I don't want to hear this. Oh, you ain't got him on camera. Why you ain't got him on camera? I ain't even gonna watch it. But it's not that. Oh, it gets worse. Listen to this bullshit that we'll be able to listen to. This is bullshit. To nobody,
listen,
bro.
Ray, the problem is that somebody must have fucked up Rican in the head a long time ago, right? And then that's how he is. He just doesn't know what real friends are.
You know I hate this shit. Why, Henry? You do know that there are a lot of successful YouTubers who've never gone on cam. They're anonymous. Mr. Medicare, perfect example. Does Henry not know what podcasting is? I swear this man don't know what podcasting is, because I'm telling you, he be saying this all the time to me. And I'm like, podcasting's like, well, this is why you're not successful, because you're cute and you can use your titties and da-da-da-da-da. And I told him, like, bro, that was, anybody who's been watching me from the start of my YouTube journey knows that the reason why I didn't like getting on cam much and why I always covered my face in the beginning, because in the beginning when I used to do streams, here's some history lesson for you. When I did get on cam, I used to wear masks. This was during the pandemic, right? Because I wanted the focus to be more on what I'm saying instead of what I look like. Because unfortunately, we do live in a time where people's appearances will always kind of be the focus, because like that's what you see, right? It's a visual thing. So I figured if I took away the visuals to that level where you're not having to see me make these reactions, like I get it might be more entertaining, but that was the reason why I started off doing that. And then I would get on cam once in a while, especially when I had my own streaming room. Okay, I had my own streaming room. I was on cam. I had a better cam. I had a better computer. And then obviously you guys know I always have some issues with my goddamn internet. My internet, for some reason out here, our internet is dookie. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's just not the best. So when you get on cam, especially when you're streaming, you get on cam, then my cam starts lagging on stream. So now I'm just jumping around like I'm a friggin', you know how when you play video games and you start teleporting all over the place because you're lagging bad. That's what was going on with my cam. So I just said, you know what, fuck it, I don't need the cam. You know, and for the record, because I know I'm getting ahead of myself because he keeps going, I'm probably gonna repeat some of these points, but I'm gonna say it now anyways. For the record, I got monetized, and I might be not as big as Henry Resilient. I might never get as big as Henry Resilient, but I still was able to get monetized without having to show the tatas and show my adorable face for a very long time, and I've been managing to get by that way completely fine. Thank you, Henry Resilient, for the feedback.
And he doesn't know how to be a real friend, because
no.
if the plot was that
look at his face. Let's take him off. Look at his face.
Shit, dog. Y'all really want this for this content?
Man, I didn't do nothing.
Look at him.
It's pointless in my opinion.
You don't understand what betrayal is.
Tell me what I did.
It's pointless because Henry can't get a clip of people's facial reactions. That's what it is. That's what it really is for Henry. He wants that facial reaction. And I had an actual reason yesterday because I was trying to get people on the screen, but there was a legit reason why I couldn't, and I was trying, but there was like so much going on wrong with my computer yesterday, and the stream was just bad. Like people were having issues even connecting when they were calling in the back. Like Francis couldn't even get on for the longest time, and it wasn't even really her connection. It was mostly on my end, because even on my end, you guys saw it. It might have sounded okay, but if you go back and listen, there were parts where it skipped and people were like cutting out and stuff because the connection was so bad with my computer. Like it was slow, and I couldn't get people on cam. And if people were on cam, it would have been bad. Yeah. What up, Snow Dub? How are you? How are you, Snow Dub? Much love to Snow Dub.
If you want another one, weekend. Yo, mute him,
and tell me what I did,
if you want another one,
look at him.
If you want another one, Rican, you know what I just lost, and all that shit. And you want to talk to me about threats about?
I won't waste my time with this.
I have a bomb. You think that me in the mental state that I'm in? Because if you want to think in the mental state I'm in, what I'm gonna say,
Henry like legit don't even want to watch this. You could see it in his face. You could hear him. He literally is basically saying, I don't even want to do this. And, you know, but he's still doing it. He's still doing it. Henry. I see you, my boy. I see you.
Lost somebody that I cared for. I'm all the way here going back and forth and all this shit. What am I going to say? Oh, this motherfucker, he has a bomb. Fake. Fuck that nigga. That's what's going to happen. Sorry, Ray. That's the thing you said. I don't give a fuck if it was to bring me to Renee, even though I was already talking to Renee. I don't care if it was that you want.
Look at his face, bro. Like his face right now, he's just like, I don't want to watch this shit. And I feel him. Like this Rican Ranger drama is gone on for so long and nothing new. And he says that too, like nothing new has come out of it. I agree with him on that. Like nothing new really is coming from it. At this point, it's just regurgitated drama, reused drama at this point. but you can tell he don't want to watch it. But he gonna make some comments coming up soon. Trust me, because he does it. He reacts to it here, then he stops, then he goes back to it. Oh man, Henry, damn, you doing me dirty like this?
Wanted me to pull me from Henry's side or whatever. It's not right.
Yo, he just wants attention. And if you gonna have him on stream, I was like, if he ain't on camera, don't do it. She's like, no, I want to get the content. I'm like, it's not rewatchable, it's not clippable, it's throwaway. But if
Okay, Henry, it's throwaway. Hold on, let's look at my views. Let's look at my views. Now they're not as big as Henry's, but for my size channel, the math is massive for me, sir. Okay, let's do some math. All right. So yesterday's stream, right now, sitting at 601 views. Okay, people for some reason have gone back and watched it. I don't know if they watched all the 5 hours, 43 minutes of it, but it's still getting views because when I stopped the stream, it was sitting at like 200, 300 views after I ended the stream. Today, the very next day, 601 views. Let's go back to the other one. The last time I talked about Rican, I got 279 views. That was just me talking. But the last time, y'all remember when he came on the channel and he made me a bunch of money on that stream because I like to remind him of that because it pisses him off because, you know, people keep saying, you know, why you keep saying that? Well, because it triggers him because it's the fucking truth. Like that dude was dumb for that. But the first stream I did where he came on, that was 6 hours and 12 minutes, is now currently sitting at 960 views. Okay. And that is after I streamed that 3 weeks ago. So in fairness, like, I think that you're kind of wrong on that because people are still tuning in. It is rewatchable, Henry. You are not telling the truth. You are disingenuous. Disingenuous, Henry. That is not true.
I mean, it's her channel.
Oh my God.
Now, if you would have been like,
Whatever.
yo, Francis,
no,
you know what, Rican, you know what would have been a better thing?
Look at what
You know what would have been a thing? Listen to me. You know what would have been a better
He went back in the community so bad.
like, yo, Francis, come talk your shit here. I would have respected that more. I would have respected that more if you would have been like, come talk shit over here, Francis, because you can talk your shit. And I would have trooped my ass over there and talked shit.
Yeah, my interest is trash.
And then I would have been like, yo, Rican, why you talking shit? Let's talk shit. Whatever. But I wouldn't have felt the way I felt.
So this dude, he's so tuned out of my content right now that he literally just lets it play and gets off cam and leaves. Wow, Henry. Wow. Not rewatchable by me. Look at this dude. Thank you for the $2. Look at this dude. All right, Henry. I see you, my boy. You really, it gets better. Henry, you know what you said. Everybody else is doing weird. They don't know what you said, but we're going to get to the actual comment that I was like, really? Okay, Henry. And now, for the record, right, I told him I was doing this, right? I said, I'm going to be doing this stream. And he was just like, are you going to be on cam? I said, I was thinking about it, but then I said, nah, I'm going to be off cam just to spite you more. Just to spite you more, Henry. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I have a reason why I'm not on cam, like a legit reason. It's not because I'm afraid to be on cam. Everyone always thinks that. Like, I'm not afraid to be on cam. There's many reasons why I don't get on cam. But here's the thing. Henry, do I not always cam up when I call on your show? Do I not? Because I'll show you guys too when I get on the show. I'll show you guys my appearance on the show. Because like I said, I had no idea that this even was going on. Because number one, I was streaming at the time this was happening. And by the time I was done, Henry was still streaming. So he was doing his call-in sex portions. You know, I think actually he was finishing up the Legend of the Broken Dragon Part 2 video that I was in as well. And then after that, I came back when he was doing the call-in. So I called in and I got on cam. Listen, I put a wig on and everything. I got on cam. That's a rule to get on stream. It's a stupid rule. And I'm going to tell you why after I get through this. I'm not done cooking. I got to cook you some more. I'm going to start cooking you. Don't worry. I'm going to start cooking. It's on the grill. I love seeing beautiful Ray on cam. Thank you. I appreciate it. McDonald's internet. For real. I don't know what it is with my internet, but it's always been a struggle here. I don't know why. I think it might be because where I live. But yeah, the internet's always been a problem here.
When you said you had a threat.
Okay, so we gotta go back to when he gets on cam.
This about friends, you're not my friend. You still haven't named one.
No, do y'all remember when the union came for me in the Discord and I had all y'all girls coming for me at once trying to humble me at the same time? This happened not once, twice. So all this Dustin's video is just a reiteration of what happened in the Discord.
This is why I'm telling you, you need psychological help. Someone fucked your mind up.
Everything with you female.
Rican,
no,
you really have something against women,
yo. Not saying who hurt you, bro. Who hurt you, bro? No, I understand y'all.
Because nigga, who hurt you, bro? Who hurt you?
Look, Rican, somebody hurt you. Because if we were openly, Rican, if we were openly talking shit to you and humbling you in Discord, it was as friends. We weren't fucking being cruel. We weren't fucking being cruel to you. I remember that.
Which is why we moved on from it, and it wasn't
like this is not good content to me.
Boy, that right there. You hear that? This is not good content to me. Wow. He said that with his whole chest. He said that with his whole ass chest. This is not content to me. Wow. Henry. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. From one content creator to another, that's crazy. My heart hurt when I heard that. I said, this man really said that with his whole chest. His whole chest, not half, not a quarter, the whole thing. Said it. And I'm sitting here like, damn, he really shitting on my content right now.
In my opinion.
Drop a bomb on me, that's over. That's not being, you're being cruel. You were trying to be cruel because imagine it, let's say it
what
that
bomb?
to
What
me.
was the bomb? Tell me what the bomb.
It doesn't even fucking matter what the bomb was. It was the fact that you fucking said you had a bomb. It doesn't matter what the fuck. You could have made up something. You guys are making up shit. You guys are making up shit, and I don't care.
This shit like over a year old. And yeah.
It is over a year old, Henry, but we still talking about it. All of us, we still talking about it, Henry. All of us, you included, sir. It's an opinion. Who cares? I don't care. I care. That's why I care about his opinion. You know why? I'll tell you why later.
It misses something without the facial expressions.
10 years ago, they made up that that I am not an assistant, even though you're right.
See, he wouldn't be making these comments if there was cams. I guarantee you. Cam up.
And I'm not an assistant.
Let me get answers.
I only became Jason's assistant because he asked me. I have a whole career, a different career that has nothing to do with being a personal assistant. That I still have my job. They made up that something about forgery. I don't even know what the fuck they were trying to make up about that. But am I mad about that? Do I huff and puff? No, because it's not true. It's not true. So I don't care. You could make up. Ian could call me Miss Piggy. Look, that's it. I made that shit my name. That's funny to me. I don't care. Because I don't care who it's coming from, right? I don't care who it's coming from. Because Ian is not my friend. Of course, now I'm gonna put Rican Ranger Slayer. You and I are not friends the minute you say you had a bomb on me. And even with that, Rican, and I'm gonna shut you up, and then I'm gonna shut up because really, there's no coming to. If I was really fucked up, if I really was upset, if I really was a fucked up bitch, you don't think that I will go and fucking? Do you see me posting you on my Instagram?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like at this point, right? Because I know Henry is somewhat decent enough to know what he's doing. He's just listening. He don't even really care. It's background noise for him because he's clearly doing something else.
Do you see me?
That's because we ain't really got no problem. It's your boy that need the taste smacked out his mouth.
Because I'm
taking up with him.
Crazy.
See, this is why I do this. It doesn't matter about Cam Henry. This is what the reaction you get, man. Because you still have those sound bites, man. You still have the shit people say. See, the moment Rican brings it back on Henry and starts making those comments, there's the entertainment for Henry. There's what I love to see right there. That smile, that means everything. That's why I do what I do. And I don't gotta be on cam to get this reaction. I got this anyways. I win, Henry.
They're taking up with him. I am. I'm talking to all these niggas directly. They all pussy. I'm just being nice to the ladies.
Freaking, that's the issue.
You took it on us. If you wouldn't have taken it out on us, bro. Rican, I'm gonna be dead ass with you.
Motherfuckers in that Discord are a bunch of nerds and dweebs and pussies.
And you were part of it.
Because I'm out at the concert. Real Ranger.
See? Again. See? I don't gotta be on Cam Henry. I got you some content right there. You got a good chuckle out of the things that fool was saying. See, that's why I do it. Because at the end of the day, having people crash out on stream, whether they're on camera or not, sure, the cam makes it even more better because you get to see the crazy reactions, right? You visually can see it. But even hearing the goofy shit that comes out of people's mouths gets this beautiful reaction of this man going from looking like, oh my God, I'm so bored. Why are we talking? This is just a bunch of people yelling. If I wanted to fucking deal with people nagging, I would have stayed with my wife and all this shit, right? But like, you got a man who is actually now going from being bored, leaving the computer, just letting it play because he's so bored and saying it's not good content. Now he got a little smile on his face. Now he finding some entertainment value right there. Don't say I'm not entertaining. Don't say it's crap content if I got you to smile, sir. That's all I care about. That's all that matters. As long as you smiling, I know I got something out of you. And I got $2 at Jamal. Thank you. Date night for Henry. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. Oh boy. No, we know Henry practices a safe sex. We know he practices safe sex. Yeah, he's laughing. He's enjoying the crash out. He's enjoying the stupid shit that's coming out of these people's mouths. Because like I said, you can get that reaction, man, without having to be on cam. It is ridiculous, but see, it's content. It's good content. Don't tell me it's not good content. That's good content right there. That's good quality content. It's a podcast, Henry. You know what a podcast style is? Podcast. All right. Not everyone has a nice computer, a nice layout, a freaking nice computer chair over there, a little gaming chair. Okay. Nobody can know, has a good enough computer that can run OBS or StreamYard. All right. Give me a break. I'm working with what I have. And I've managed to make that into something that I can make a few bucks off of. Thank you. I mean, you give props where it's due. Henry Resilient. Henry. You bully. I was starting to believe Henry really is a bully. Aaron from Bat the Sun was right. Henry Resilient is a bully. He's a bully. And he's spreading misinformation about me now, saying my content's not good content. How dare you? My content is just as good as the next fucking bum on these streets, except for Rican Ranger. My content's better than that. At least give me that, Henry. I almost called him Rican. Oh no, I almost insulted this man for real. Listen, at least give me that, Henry Resilient. My content's better than Rican Rangers. Raycon, yes, call me Raycon. The better. This man really, I can't believe he really said that on live. Like I wasn't going to find out. Like I wasn't going to go back and watch. He probably said, boy, I hope Ray don't see this and crash out herself. Oh, yeah. No, we not going to crash out, Henry. We not going to crash out. Don't worry. No crash out is coming yet. We'll see how much you say.
And I had all the girls in my DM. Plus his goofy ass had to drop videos from the clock tower.
But you see when you say things like that, you say
things like that. You crashed because he made those videos. You crashed because he made those videos.
Who else is in there saying this?
It seemed like we were trying to get you. You saying I had all the girls in my DMs make it seem like
college. bro, and
she was a legal minor. She was a legal minor. She was a minor. She was a legal minor.
Bro, your boy had sex with a minor, dog. That's a factual statement. Anyway, the manager, I guess. Dude, I don't look, man. If hold on, let's
look. He couldn't even get his own stream together. Look.
What is this stream?
Look, he couldn't even get his own stream together. Look. Cam up, Henry. Where'd the cam go? Where'd the cam go, Henry? Where it at?
Oh, info me. Okay,
here we go.
It's just bad content in my mind. I've told her like, look, she if he's gonna be on her,
he's trying so hard to not just say straight up to my face, bitch, you suck. I don't even understand how you get the numbers you get. You know what, Henry? You know what, Henry? I don't know either.
Channel, she should have him cam up. She didn't. It's her channel. She do what she want. But anyway, we got to move on. We gotta move on. He said
bad content. He said it. The words exact. Bad content. Okay, Henry. I, Mr. Professional over there. I don't know. Are you gonna get me a new computer? You're gonna, get me the equipment to make my shit better? Nah. You're bad content. No, I'm just playing. I can't even say that because, he does have good content. I'm not even going to sit here and lie on these internet streets on Henry like that because, his content is good. But, wow, it's going to be like that day. I know. He said that. Hold chest. He puffed it up to bad content. I felt that. My soul felt that. When those words came out that man's mouth, my soul left my body for a second. It was looking at me like, bitch, he really said that. It's bad content. What am I going to do? Okay, so we got to fast forward because he says that he was done, but he wasn't. He went back to it. Look, he went back to it again. He went right back to it. He reacted to stuff. I don't know what he's reacted to. And then he goes right back to it. He goes right back to
subscribe, it. See you next one. Peace. All right, that was y'all Power Ranger crash out. They still going at it.
They still going at it. I see. Now he want to go back to it.
Videos about him. Y'all talking about reeking this up.
Henry's not on getting a comic book. Henry's
the moment, it's funny. He tunes in and he hears his name immediately. Again, see? It's not bad content, Henry. Look at you. You are enjoying this shit show. See, one thing that y'all don't know about Henry, right, which we talked about a little bit, if you could get through all those 6 hours, basically, of us screaming at people, at one point, we get asked a question, or Francis gets asked a question, about Henry and, why he does what he does or whatever. We're like, yeah, he likes the drama. He's just as much of a drama tuber as I am, right? The difference is, he's, he has his professional style videos he makes, that's why if you watch his streams, right? One thing I will say about Henry, I know I'm trying to roast him right now. I'm out on a date right now. Good. I'm glad one of us is having a life. But one thing I will say about Henry, right, is that when he does his live streams, right, he does this thing where during his live streams, he'll make the videos through the clips, right? So he'll do his professional style videos on the live streams and he'll clip it, which is genius, by the way. So that's why he'll say, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Because while he's streaming, he's doing that so he can clip the segment so people don't have to watch the live streams. I'll say this, when it comes to being a YouTuber, does Henry know what he's doing? Yes, obviously his numbers show that. The money he makes on the platform shows it. He does well. But to say that I am bad content is insulting because I've gotten to where I am because I have you beautiful people who support me, but more so because I just be me. And I've proven that you don't have to have all the bells and whistles that a lot of these YouTubers like Henry Resilient has to make it on this platform. You know what I'm saying? Francis says, Francis, I would be mad if we on date and you're watching a fucking stream. Yeah, see? What kind of date you on? What kind of girl you dating? Can we talk to her? Can we get an interview? If you like faceless content, then sure. I'm not faceless. I have a picture, damn it. That's me in my goddamn picture, right? That's me. That's my beautiful my beautiful face. All right. And also, like, it gives a little bit of illusion, right? Because now the fact that people want to see me means when I eventually do cam up, it's like a treat. Okay, it's a treat. It's a special occasion. But anyways, let's continue to Henry roasting me or trying to roast me while he's on a date over there trying to have a friggin' Italian dinner with his date, sitting there friggin' got his phone on his lap, looking down at his phone all the time. His date's probably like, "What you doing?" I was like, I dropped some pasta sauce on my pants. I'm just, looking at the pasta sauce. There you go. I just gave you it out. This man got to sneak watch me on his date. And we already know it's not a date. It's a play date. And we know what you mean by play. It's a play date, Henry.
Fucking nigga, Henry is over here with 41 videos about Rican Ranger, and y'all claim that he isn't obsessed.
All right, but then
this is not obsessed.
Every day. Okay, and advice then. Do one video of your book, one video about Henry.
With Rican. Francis, is Henry Resilient obsessed with?
I didn't get my daughter molested. I didn't give a.
Oh, that was the question.
Stop saying that.
Okay. Sorry, I got the question wrong. The question was, is he obsessed with Rican? And then the answer was, he's obsessed with drama. You know what? Rican? You know what, Rican? When another fucking 17-year-old girl or a fucking 16-year-old girl comes out about fucking Remington Keys, don't say you aren't warned, motherfucker.
Hey,
don't
say my daughter actually comes when she's older and says, "Hey, that really happened to me." How y'all gonna feel?
I can't wait till you guys. I can't wait. Maybe I should reach out. You know what? I should reach out to some of these girls, these little girls he follows on Instagram and see if he's getting their
reach out to Henry Resilient's wife and get the actual story.
He's a boy now.
Ian, what were you saying?
I'm talking about the boy now.
No, the new ones, Rican. The new ones he follows on social.
Hey, I appreciate everybody over there rocking with me, man. Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Look at commenting live on my bad content. Oh, okay, Henry. I'm gonna remember this. She getting dressed, then we're leaving. Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to wrap it up before you have to wrap it up.
Someone clip the highlight for me. Here we go. Type below in the chat. Let's see.
Ian, what was it? What was Ian's question?
Talking about us. Stop talking about us, Ricky. You keep talking about us. You're the one that runs your mouth. Stop talking about me and Francis when you talk about Dustin fucking Henry.
I didn't say one thing about you last show. What you talking about?
But you let everybody else do it, right? So it's okay. You have the same
mentality. Nobody talked about you.
If me and Francis,
I just can't with those guys, man. I just can't. It's just not good content to me. Anyway,
even though you said clip the highlights. Henry, stop it. This man over here like, these guys, I can't with these guys. Guys, clip the highlights. I don't wrap it up. I like it raw. Oh my God, Henry, TMI. That was so TMI. That was so TMI. Henry, I gotta call you out on that one. You sit there like, I can't with these dudes, bad content. Clip the highlights. Get out of here. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. All right. Look, he goes back to it again. I can't. I will give him credit, though. He was going back and forth. I cannot.
Shout out to Jamal Breezy. Henry's like a lion, doesn't concern himself with the opinions of sheep. Like, here's the thing, man. I'm always
shout out to Jamal.
He's like, if I'm doing content, I want a clip. I want to get a good clip out of it.
Shouting.
You wanted them, though. You wanted them, though. You wanted them, though. That's a point. He shoot blanks. Yeah. I agree. That whole thing was wild. He's shooting blanks. Harrison said Henry got no bullets in the chamber. I can't. I fucking can't. There had no bullets in the gun, y'all. Pop, pop, pop. That's gonna be Henry tonight. Pop, pop, pop. Henry, do you have that conversation with your dates? Like, hey, so like, listen, I'm shooting blanks, and I'm just trying to find out if you down to like catch these blanks. tonight. And you ain't gotta worry about it. That's crazy. She said he shooting blanks.
Answer your question. Question is why couldn't I handle this calmly? Right? I'm reiterating your question. Right? Why couldn't I just be regular Rican and handle? Because
he's high.
If somebody throws a rock and hides their hands, and I already explained to you guys that it was deeper than the meme, because the April situation was happening way before I started getting mean. So the sit down, you rock in the boat, James, was already happening. So there was already a rift in the Discord, my friend. I was already not agreeing with, and the plank walkers were like, Rican, come on this side. Rican, Henry's doing this. Rican, how do you feel about this? So I was getting dragged into a...
You know Henry talks this shit, right? But this man loves when people say his name because he knows. It's keeping him relevant. It's keeping him. He should be Henry relevant instead of resilient. Henry relevant. Okay. Some say pull out, some do not. Okay, Henry. Okay. People wonder why he's so open about his shit. He got no filter, no chill.
A split that I publicly told Henry about that was coming for the fan base that he was a part of and causing. So Rican was right the whole time, James. I'm not changing my story. I came in to save Power Rangers. I never gave a flying fuck about any of Henry's drama because Rican's motive and intention was to take my Double Dragon.
By the way, real quick, yo, his face is so sinister here right now. I need to clip that. The thing is, right, I didn't say it at the time because I was letting him go off because him and Heirloom were talking. This was when Heirloom came into the chat. So one thing I will say now, because again, I didn't say it yesterday, but listen, watching this, right? One thing I'm going to say about that is when he is talking about how, like, he doesn't care about any of Henry's drama, that is factually untrue because Rican was on. He called in a lot to Henry's channel when Henry was covering all the drama involving the Power Ranger stuff. So for him to sit here now and say, well, I didn't care. I never cared about Henry's drama, but you always called in to talk about the shit that Henry was talking about. So that is factually untrue as well. And he can sit and say that's not true. How are you going to tell me how I feel? Because motherfucker, all this shit's public. Were you or were you not on Henry Resilience channel all the time calling in like the rest of us were calling in to talk about the shit that Henry was talking about? That is caring about the drama that Henry was talking about. Because believe it or not, Henry really don't got any backroom drama. He really don't. There's no backroom drama that he's dealing with that I'm aware of. It seems like even when there is drama, Henry shuts that down. That's from my observation of being part of that Discord. If there was any drama like this Rican drama stuff, it got shut down. And how they get shut down? Henry turned it into content. And people either said, oh shit, Henry's an asshole, I'm out, and it was done. Or people like Rican take it and like crash out for almost a year about it. You know what I'm saying? So that is what I'm just going to say about that, is that, you know, the drama shit, what he's saying here, what Rican's saying here, it's not factually true. And the proof of that is on Henry's channel. If you go back to when Rican would call in all the time, you know, that's you being involved in the drama. So clearly you do care. Clearly you do care. we spinning the block on Henry. Yes, Rican needs Henry. He just will never admit it. Well, he was trying to need Henry or use Henry, and it just, you know, you don't use somebody like Henry, at least without permission, because I told Henry I was doing this damn stream, and his response was, make that money, girl. Basically, he don't care. Yeah, that's the thing about Henry. You know, this is why I'm doing this, right? Because I told him to. I was like, I'm gonna keep roasting him. Don't worry. I'm not gonna stop, but I'm gonna be 100% transparent, right? I told him I was gonna do a mock stream, right? And basically, what a mock stream is I'm it's not serious, right? I'm not actually upset about what Henry said about me. I'm not actually pressed at Henry for any of the things he has said, because he has told me this stuff to my face. And when I say to my face, I mostly mean because I don't get on cam. He has had the conversation with me. Nothing he has said about me on this stream is things he hasn't said to me in private. And that is why I respect this man. And that's why when people come at him and say all the shit about him, it's like, you really don't know him. And I've actually got to know him a lot better lately. And I've talked to people, like there are people who've told, we've talked about Henry behind the scenes. And listen, I'm telling you right now, behind the scenes, a lot of people, despite the people that feel some type of way, people who've got to know Henry, they're like, we don't always have to agree with Henry, but Henry really does actually give a fuck about a lot of the shit that he talks about. I know that for a fact. So when it comes to Henry, this whole stream, I'm literally just having fun, just talking shit. And also calling his ass out a little bit because, I got to call you out too. Prove point that, I ain't afraid to go at people I care about and like as people. And when I say I care about Henry, I do care about Henry because I think that Henry is a good person. I do think he's a good person. I do think he's doing good things over there on his channel. I mean, again, if I had Henry Resilient back in my time in the Power Ranger community, let me tell you, I guarantee you a lot of the shit that happened to that community probably wouldn't have happened. So let me tell you when I say that Henry is not as awful as people think. You want to talk about skeletons in his closet, he's just like me. Me and Henry are a lot alike, which is why we get along. Because we both are very upfront. We're both not afraid to put out our personal shit. Henry's put out a lot about his personal shit. He has no shit. This man in the chat talk about he on a date, what he gonna do on that date. Like he talk about, I do it right. Like he don't give a fuck what people think about him. He's not afraid of being criticized or judged. He takes these people and he just laughs at them. And people think that that bothers Henry. It really does. Does this really look like a face of somebody who is really bothered by any of the shit that people say about him? No. And that's just who Henry Resilient is. And I really wish more people would be like Henry. You could be a fucking YouTuber grifter and do it in the right way. And there is a right way to grift. And I think Henry is one of those grifters that are good. Like I'm not, how I go after grifters all the time. He's one of those good ones. He's the one who grifts off something, but he actually cares about what the fuck he's grifting off of. And he knows how to make it into content and he makes it good and entertaining. People say, Henry's boring. Rican said that, Henry's boring. If he's so boring, why do people keep tuning in? Just like how Henry said, my content's bad. If my content's so bad, why do people keep tuning in? Why do the haters keep tuning in? It's funny because even though Rican just said this, how he don't get involved in Henry's drama, something. What was the last stream we reacted to when we reacted to Rican Ranger? Him talking about the shit that Henry is covering, right? What do you guys think about that leaked audio? The leaked audio that Henry got an exclusive on that no one else had, that Henry was the very first person to release that shit. That content, the content you claim that Henry's boring, yet you're using his content to cover on your fucking podcast over there. That one. See, the one thing I will say, me and Henry have a lot in common. One of the other things we have in common is our haters become our number one fans. Because even though Rican Ranger, Ian Connors, all those dudes over there, they hate Henry, they talk shit about him, they call him the diddler and all this shit, they still watch him all the time. Every time he's live or when he puts out a video, they're watching. They're hate watching. So say what you will about Henry, haters. Y'all still watch everything this man does. So he's winning at the end of the day. Just like I'm winning. I might have bad content, Henry Resilient. But I've also learned that your haters are your biggest supporters. You know why? Because they will watch you like a hawk. Like my friends, my peoples over here in my community, they watch me, but they don't stalk me. You made it when you got stalkers. And trust me, I made it, honey. That's why I can proudly say my content isn't bad. It's not the best, but it ain't bad. Because I got me a fair share of stalkers.
Comic store that I made in homage to Great King JDF because I was depressed and wanted to self-delete at one point and know what he was going through. So I resonated with him, which is why he is an icon to me, along with the martial arts background that my family raised me in. But you guys are now dragging my father. Go fucking talk to him.
You know what's funny? I just realized this too, because I'm not gonna lie. I think at one point I went to the bathroom. I think this is the point I went to the bathroom because some of the stuff I'm not remembering from yesterday. But he said he had a martial arts background, right? He doesn't say he trained in martial arts. Notice he never said he trained. He just said he grew up around it. So that means by default you are a black belt. That's crazy.
If you guys think you know me and want to bring my family into this,
who's you guys?
Kids.
Who is you
guys? Let's not talk about
specific?
lines and boundaries and friends. No, Heirloom when I'm answering his question, why I'm so emotionally angry about this situation. I'm telling you, it's deep rooted because when he said friends, yes, some of these people I did consider friends, especially Francis, especially Drew. And now for y'all to
notice how he says that he considers certain people friends, especially Francis, especially Drew. You know why? Because Francis and Drew both would have benefited him. They weren't friends because he actually cared about these people. I don't believe that for a second, because the way he's acting, that's not how you treat people you care about. He was friends with Francis because of her connections, the Power Ranger community. He's trying to make a Power Ranger project, even though Francis is no longer an assistant. And she said yesterday she's no longer doing that stuff. That's why she don't care what she says no more, because it's not going to negatively affect her in that community anymore, because she's not really part of it like that. But that doesn't mean that throughout her years of working for Jason David Frank as his assistant, that she has not made connections that she still maintains till this day with other actors and people who know who she is. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to get in bed with her for that reason. Drew got him Judge Joe Brown. Drew also has connections, and that's why losing Francis and Drew was a lot harder for him, because he lost people who could benefit him. Even though, like, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. We've already established yesterday, ain't no way anybody in the professional scene is going to work for that man. He going to have to do that stuff on his own. I guarantee you, when he talks to anybody, he ain't going to get no friggin' the deals or nothing. He says he will. Watch me. Bro, we're telling you from experience. Like, here's the thing. Here's more advice I'll give to Rican that, he won't take because he thinks he knows it all. Do you know what a pitch deck is? Let me explain to y'all what a pitch deck is. A pitch deck is a document that you put together to pitch your idea to like a production company or something. So if you wanted to pitch something to like Netflix, you have a pitch deck that you send to them. And there's a specific way that it looks professional, and I know how to do it because I know the industry. I've actually had opportunities. Like I told y'all the other day, I've had opportunities given to me, and I know how to make a pitch deck. Rican, do you know how to make a pitch deck? You should probably Google on what the pitch deck is. That way it'll help you kind of pitch your project to somebody that, is in a certain field, pitch it to a production company or something. But educate yourself on a pitch deck, and then we'll talk.
Sit here and drag people like me, and also Laura, who you guys just called her a fucking witch. Bro, when all she's done is been loyal to me. I promise y'all, Laura has never spied for me once on all 3 of my kids. She has done nothing.
So where were you getting the information from the Discord forum?
Of this beat. Okay.
So how did you know what was being said in the Discord?
Topic. That goes to show you the type of people you guys are. An Heirloom.
I don't care what kind of person I don't know, Laura. Fuck her.
All right. What he's doing right now is trying to vie to get back in, people's good graces, man. It's like he was terminated and he wants his old job back. He wants his old friends back. But sometimes you cross these lines and there's no coming back. Crybullying is a great way.
And the reason why my family has such a rift, if y'all must know and be all in my Kool-Aid.
You don't gotta talk about it.
You don't know the flavor, Mr. James. Okay, I'm not scared to talk about it because I'm a real one. My trauma is what makes me me, which is why I'm.
All I said is you don't have to talk about it. That's all.
I want to ask you a question.
Y'all know that we said that to fucking Aaron on the show with Henry, and that's the type of energy that Henry should be pushing forward, bro. Heirloom, making good content, trying to help Rican save the fucking grid.
And that's first of all, again, I want to remind y'all, Henry said this is not good content. This reaction says otherwise. This reaction says otherwise. Because here's the thing. We all know Henry ain't going to let Rican on his channel. Ever. Right? We know he ain't going to ever have Rican on his channel. Okay? So the only way he's going to get this type of stuff and these things being said for him to get that reaction, that beautiful reaction you see on the screen right now, is because I allow it. Okay, don't say my content's bad, Henry. You over there enjoying my content. Stop the cap. Stop the lies. You know what you said was fraudulent. I'm going to call your ass out. Don't even come for me with that one. You over there enjoying my content. Uh-huh. Also, just to point out, we have the exact reason why Rican is pressed. He wanted Henry to help him. That's what he literally said it. Like, and I know this man is going to twist everything and say we're twisted. How can you twist it? You literally just said Henry should be helping me save the Power Rangers. Bro, what? Of course he wants back in. Because then if he's good with everybody, he's good with Francis again. And Francis can help him get connections with John Young Bosch and all the people that Jason David Frank was connected to. Of course he wants back in with Drew because Drew has connections in the industry as well. And they were going to work on stuff together. He had a plan with them. He was working on this stuff with Drew Danger and a couple of other people. And now he don't got that help. And now he has Ian Connors and he has whoever else. He has Nerd Talk Podcast. He don't got the A-Team no more. He went from having the A+ team to the friggin' D- squad. I don't know what to tell you, but of course he wants back in. Of course he wants back in. He wants the A-Team back together. He wants the A-Team back together. He wants to be Mr. T, you know? And that's just what it comes down to. You can't burn bridges and then all of a sudden say you want to build them back after you just keep burning the bridges. Like, you burnt the bridge, it's ash, and you still stomping on it, spitting on it, turning it into mud at this point. It's soot. Like, you ain't really doing nothing. I don't know what to tell you. You burn the bridge and you keep burning it. You just want to keep it gone. And then you want to sit there and say you don't understand what the issue is, why we keep talking about it, why this is still a problem a year later, because you won't stop, bro. You won't take accountability. You know, you can't even make it an actual apology. A proper apology. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, my crap content that Henry Resilient is thoroughly enjoying right now.
Because this book is going to happen and it's going to be rated R, grown up Power Rangers.
I should be helping him try to save the grid. Oh my God, man. Henry helps those who helps themselves. I had to do it. Helps themselves. Henry 3:16.
D minor. Lols.
Oh man. I can't believe he said that.
Is that true?
Say again.
So when you obviously believe in God, and obviously with you're a very religious man, yeah. So obviously sins, stuff like that.
I just said that, Heirloom. Yes.
Okay. So why did you threaten Henry and his child? Why did you threaten Henry and his child?
I didn't threaten Henry and his child.
Yes,
that was a private conversation about a message that I was getting about weirdos on the internet offering a picture.
That's a sin. That is something that your God will come up to you and say.
He was making in danger because I have children too. So in order to get him to stop his nonsense,
so
with a picture of it was a question.
So you turn around
you're not listening.
And rather than
this right here, this thing was hilarious to me because the threat was that Rican was gonna pull up on Henry and his daughter coming out of an ice cream store and snap a picture of Henry and his daughter, which is weird, which is fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, you know, threatening for a child, like a stranger coming up and snapping a picture of him for what? That's like weird. You know, I don't know why these dudes always like bring it with the kids. Like, it's a little weird. Like, I get it. People made comments about Rican's parenting, and I understand being upset about it, but like the thing to not do is attack other people's kids if you get mad about people coming for your kids. You know, two wrongs don't make a right, and that's what it comes down to, because I get so tired of the same arguments people have of like, you know, well, you did it to me, so I can do it to you. No, you can't complain. If you're going to be willing to do it, then it's not wrong anymore, at least according to your rules. You know, if I stabbed you and you stabbed me back, it's self-defense, right? But like, if you're going to sit there and cry about somebody talking about your kids, then you shouldn't be talking about other people's kids. It's like two wrongs don't make a right? Because now if I stabbed you and you stabbed me, guess what? Now we just both sit there bleeding out. You know what I mean? Now we both bleed it out. And one of us could possibly die, or both of us could die. So at the end of the day, 2 wrongs don't make a right. You know? It's just dumb mentality. It's stupid mentality, and it's okay for thee but not for me mentality type shit.
Reach out to Henry.
Recorded illegally, my friend.
And him.
Illegally and privately
as well.
Hey Renee, the goons want to take a picture of Henry's daughter. What should I do, Heirloom? Because I can easily get.
The quote was, "I'll get a picture of Henry coming out the ice cream shop with his daughter." And not to mention that plenty of times that like this guy said this, guys.
I will die. I will go out canceling you, bro.
I mean, he said he would go out canceling me, all sorts of things, man. Like
he also said he was gonna cancel. He was gonna end Henry's DNA, which DNA usually referring to his lineage, his kin, his children. That's a crazy comment to say to somebody, because that's what it interprets to. You know how people were asking me yesterday how Ian Connors and all those dudes were saying to me, "Oh, well, that's your observation of it. How would you perceive that? People don't." Okay, well, how do you perceive somebody saying they're going to delete someone's DNA, bro?
This is why,
right? I'll tell you this from someone who's been in this industry, the fandom, and all of this for a very long time. Concentrate on yourself.
There is no fandom. Y'all too busy fighting each other. That's why I'm doing this. Next question.
Really?
Heirloom, you're losing, bro. You're losing, bro.
Who's fighting each other?
Next question.
I mean,
every time Rican said next question, I was like, nobody even asked you a question. They were literally just talking, and he'd be like, and next question.
I'm not. I'm just.
Am I fighting with you, Heirloom? I don't think we're fighting.
I mean, we can fight if you want, Arrow.
Yeah, I don't care, but you will.
You got Street Fighter?
I do. I did find that the other day, actually. I've got other fighting games.
Street Fighter 6. Yeah, we'll hit it up.
Before I go. Okay, right. Before I go, and stuff like this.
That's all y'all got? Come on, man. Where my goons at? They all went home? Look, last man standing.
I don't care about your goons. You've already got one who was.
All right, man. Maybe y'all hit me with some highlights or something, but we gotta keep it moving, man. Like, do y'all really want me to just sit here and listen to this shit?
I mean, you enjoyed a few highlights there already, Henry. I don't want to hear that mess.
Book Heirloom. Do you like the suits, bro? Say something positive. Jeez.
I really want to.
You're gonna talk about God.
Do you want my honest opinion, or do you want something just stroke your balls? Yes. Is that the question?
Yes, I'm listening. James Bond, tell me how to make my book, please. Yes.
Well, if I try to give you advice, you would just turn around and ignore it, like you have done any other sort of advice.
Okay, so choose to be negative. You see, you're doing it again, James.
Bro, he's talking to.
I'm not being negative because I know.
How should I make my book, Bond?
All right,
I actually just release it and get it out there. You said it was a while ago on the.
All right, man. Let's get into.
I think he goes back to like the fact that he goes back. By the way, y'all want to see my appearance in this thing? You want to hear my voice acting? I'll show you guys a little clip. If y'all want. Let's see. Let's go back. Actually, I'll just go to Dust video and do it. We'll do that after. Because he reacts to the Broken Dragon Part 2, which is about Rican, which is definitely about Rican. So let's get to, because he goes back to it like towards. Oh, wait, does he go back to it? I think he goes back to the stream one more time, or maybe he doesn't. I could be wrong. No, I think he had enough. Because that video, the Legend of the Broken Dragon, is like a 40-minute video. And is it 40 minutes? I think it's long. But yeah, I think he doesn't go back to it. He might. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there was like a third time he timed in because we were still going. Nah, I think that was it. Oh, really? I thought there was one more time. All right, so I get on the stream, right? And this is why I find it funny, because I get on the stream and Henry don't say shit to me. Henry don't say shit to me. I'm just sitting there like, That's crazy. Henry don't say a goddamn thing to me about my shitty content, but he calls me out for why didn't you get him on cam? Why didn't you get him on cam? I swear to God, that's just gonna be a meme at this point. This is really gonna be a meme at this point. There's Deoxy. Hold on, I'm getting to where I'm at. There I am. I'll let you guys see the whole thing. So Deoxy's on. He's about to leave.
Cause I gotta go to lunch.
All right, man. Enjoy Deoxy. Thank you.
Deoxy is fucking so cute. I love Deoxy. He is so adorable. I love him. He is so we need to protect Deoxy at all costs. Protect this man at all costs. He is going to be the true savior of the Power Ranger franchise. Deoxy's so sweet. Like it was so awkward having him on yesterday. I was so happy he came on, but it was so awkward because I know Deoxy. He'll watch the drama. He'll have some takes, but he ain't built for the drama like that because he's really a sweetheart. Like he really is. And I'm not saying he's not built for it in a bad way. I mean, I know he can hold his own. I mean, for Christ's sakes, Aaron from Bat the Sun threatened a lawsuit, and he handled that like a G, like a gangster. But when it comes down to all this type of drama, I can't see Deoxy really wanting to go toe to toe with like some crazy ass people. Like Deoxy ain't got time for that. Deoxy is so sweet. We love Deoxy over here. Protect him at all costs, y'all. We gotta protect him at all costs.
I think reality up because whatchamacallit busy. All right, cool.
Thank you, Terrence, for the $4.99 sticker.
All right, thanks, Deoxy. All right, reality coming on up because Frances is busy and she followed the rules and cammed her sweet little ass up.
There I am, y'all.
And
hold on, it's lagging on my end.
Broken Dragon and Dagger.
It was fun, but it was, do you want to do them? And I'm like, bet. I just got a new microphone for my iPhone, so I'll just do the recording there. And yeah, we gonna record some lines.
Now, do you got a purple wig on?
Of course, yeah. I got purple wig. Of course, I got purple wig. Okay. It's from my Raven cosplay.
Oh, okay. Did you take pictures? Is it on the ground?
Look at Henry Orton to see pictures. Calm it down, Henry. Calm it down. It's out there.
Oh, it's out there. Okay, all right.
It's out there.
So, what you think of your boy Rican? Are you giving him a ride to any conventions anytime soon?
Oh, Henry want me on cam. Look at that crazy face I'm making. Holy crap! This is why I don't like being on cam, man. The faces I make are too cringy. They're too cringy, y'all. But yes, I had a purple wig on. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put on my purple wig. He's lucky I didn't go with Deadpool. From now on, if I go on Henry Resilience channel, I'm going Deadpool. I'm putting the Deadpool costume on every time so y'all can't see my face. Then he can't say nothing. I'm on cam, Henry. Let me tell you, boy, that's my second stream with this man that lasted 6 hours. I did not think that man was going to show up. I started the stream. I was on there for like 40 minutes. Then Ian came in the back and I was like, no, F this. I want Rican. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Like, let's get some content out of these dudes. So I had him come on. We had a wild ass discussion. We have Francis came on. As soon as Francis come on, boop, Rican in the back. I'm like, all right.
Look at this. When you search Rican Ranger, look what pops up.
You know he mad, man. I get it, but like, bro, you did this to yourself. But I was trying to tell him he did it to himself. You want to talk about slander? Good luck getting everyone's shit taken off the internet because it's gonna take you a while, dude. You talk about lawsuits and slander and libel. I said, I know y'all don't got money like that to file no lawsuits.
No, they don't.
Which is true. That's why I keep telling people sue me. Because, like, if they really that pressed, put the money up then. Put your money where your mouth is.
Did Rican pay his lawyer? Didn't he say he was on a $200 a month payment plan for the custody case that I guess he lost considering he got no custody?
I don't know. Apparently, he think we all up in his business, and I have no idea. This is news to me.
Hey.
I have no idea.
Okay, all right. So what else is on your mind, Reality? Why you ain't make him cam up? You You had one job,
bro. So here's the thing. I was gonna have the thing, and I was messing around my layout, and I was like, oh shoot, that's right. I edited all my layout, and then my computer. Yeah. So I want to explain this in more depth, right? Because I explained it to Henry because Henry knows how StreamYard works. So you can edit the layouts, right? So like when I want to be just on cam like this, I did a little layout here. I have a little purple box here. Like I could move it, right? So if I do this, right, there's different layouts, right? So your stream looks different, like kind of like OBS. And Henry knows this. So I removed all of the majority of the layouts here because I don't usually have guests on my channel, right? I normally don't have guests. So the only layouts I have is the default one, which is this. I have this one for the overlay that I have, right? I have this for when I'm doing reactions to videos, right? So I can have full screen. You can see me in the bottom left corner. And then I have this one, which is like the other default for when you have guests on here and you're reacting to stuff together, right? So I have those. So I got rid of all the layouts that they have where you could like have a full panel on screen where it like puts them up on the screen in boxes or whatever, in the grid, whatever, if you know. So I was sitting there like, damn, I wasn't expecting all this to happen. So I didn't have the layout ready. So when Ian came on, I was trying to get him on the cam, but I had the issue with my computer being very, very slow and being very laggy. And then I had the issue of I didn't have a proper layout, because if I had the layout, I would have to, change the background and everything and stuff. So I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm just going to do it this way. So that's why. That's the real reason why. Computer battery started dying, and then it just slowed everything down. So I said, you know what? It probably would have lagged so badly if I had people on cam anyways, because it was lagging a little bit for me, even without the cams on. So I was like, yo, getting people to come on with the cams is going to be really laggy. So I was like, I didn't want to end the stream and start over or anything. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to do it like this. For once, I was actually trying to get people on cam. Because like as soon as Ian came on, he was cammed up. I was trying to change the layout and StreamYard and everything. I was like, oh crap, I forgot. I took all those out because I normally don't have guests on my channel. So I kind of just like, yeah, but I mean, hey, 6 hours is still plenty.
Damn, you were on for 6 hours talking to him?
Just about. I mean, first it was Ian, then Francis came on, Answer came on, then everyone. So see how you can see here. I don't know if I can zoom in, but like this is what this is what the StreamYard layouts are, right? So when you click the button, it puts you in a different thing. So see how Henry has me and him on the screen. If he was to add more people, right, the frame would get a little smaller just to add more people on the camera. So that's what I mean by layouts, because I only have, you see how he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's got 13 different layouts for the stream, right? I only have 4. So there's the big difference there, is that I don't have as many layouts on my end that he has. So just, to reiterate all that. I was having connection issues. Then Rican finally came on, and then that was just like, it was gone. It was gone. It was gone. Thank you for the money that I made off this topic, though, because man,
I thought he said he wasn't gonna pay your rent no more.
Right. He over there talk about, well, that's the thing, is like he said it yesterday that he was going to he issued the challenge to me. He said, we could do it on your show, we could do it on my show, and I'll body you. And I said, okay, say less. I boot up my show because I'm a monetized channel. Why am I gonna go? Right. So I booted up a live stream with the title, posted it on Instagram because I know he'd be watching everybody. He always talks about everybody watching it, but he watching everybody too. So then somebody sent me his Instagram saying, yeah, I'm not gonna come on your channel, pay your bills and stuff. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna still do my stream then, because like, fucking I have it scheduled, right? So as soon as I do the stream, he still come on talking all that big game, but he always does the exact opposite of what he says, which is what a lot of people had issues with him in the first place. Like, see, you can't say. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? I on my end, I don't know what it looks like on y'all's end, but my end, it takes the screen off and shows my background and stuff. My internet is, like I said, my internet is just really bad in this area. It really, really is. And yeah, I still stream. hypocritical arguments. Well, Henry's this and Henry's that, and I'm like, well, what about your boy over there? Why are we focused on Henry?
Oh man,
you like this crazy how tilted you made him. Like, bro, get over it. You're pissing everybody off. Pissing everybody off, Henry and Aaron, because I know your ass is watching.
Oh God.
I know your ass is watching, Aaron, from Bat and the Sun. Sir, we need you to put out that movie. Stop doing these live streams. Stop doing these whole posts about, oh my God, Jason David Frank was my best friend. That's great. We get it. We've heard it 100 times. Where is this movie? Where is the movie? Where's the money? Where the money? Did the money go in the movie? Now all of a sudden he's talking about color correction. Listen, I know people don't believe movies. Like, I know the structure, and I know color correction ain't taking you damn near 2 years. Where's the movie? Why are you mad at Henry for asking the questions that people have a right to answer, especially people who invested in this? I don't understand how people come out here saying I'm gonna make a project and they ain't really produced nothing since the trailer a few years ago. You know, it was supposed to come out in March of 2023. We are in 2025, sir. We need this movie to be released. And we need you to stop worrying about what Henry Resilient and all these YouTubers, these bullies on the internet saying. Don't worry about the bullies. Put the movie out, sir. Why is putting out the movie?
Clickbait websites.
These clickbait websites. I gotta worry about these clickbait bullies. Why are you guys listening to these bully channels? Sir, because you ain't putting out a movie. If bullying you gets this movie out faster, I'll bully the fuck out of you, sir. I'll bully you and make you wear a diaper or something. I don't know, but put this movie out for the love of Saint Jesus, baby Jesus. Please put this movie out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right. Well, look, I gotta bring up Francis. So we can't talk about Aaron when she up. So
I love you, Francis. I love you so much. Okay, I'm see y'all. Thank you for having me. Clarence.
That was reality, guys. Give it up for her.
It's a shame that Henry didn't know me during my Saggy Melon story arc. But anyways, that's all I got on Henry. That was fun. That was fun calling out Henry Resilient. See, it's fun to call out Henry. It's fun to call out your friends. It's fun to call out your friends. What about your friends? Are they gonna be around? Are they gonna let you down? Hey, now we're gonna go and show y'all my performance at Dust Productions' latest video. The Legend of the Broken Dragon Part 2. I definitely, if you guys don't know, it's all about Rican Ranger and gives you kind of like a comedic explanation on the drama. We're not gonna watch the whole thing because it is very long and there's part 1. So what I'm gonna do is gonna show you guys my part because, you know, spoiler, I'm gonna give you guys my part. And it doesn't matter if I show you guys because you guys will have no idea. I see Chad in the chat talking shit. I see it. Rican has bodied Raid every time he's up on this channel. That's why Henry is scared. Yeah, let me tell you. Shut up, Mrs. Diddles. Lord have mercy. Yeah, Mrs. Diddles. Henry wishes. He's on a date right now, so he already got a Mrs. Diddles. It's not me, so. So we're gonna react to Legend of the Broken Dragon and my performance, because like I said, it's 42 minutes long. So we're gonna go to my performance. I play Hagatha. Let's see. Where do I come in? I come in quite early, I think. Hold on. Oh yeah, because there's a Raven. There's Francis's Raven. So I gotta come in. Oh my goodness. Hagatha. Oh my goodness. All right. So we'll react to the beginning because I come in the beginning. So we'll react to the beginning of it. And then I'll post a link. You guys can go watch the full video. Part 1 and 2 is on the channel now. This dropped yesterday. which is great timing for all this drama to be happening yesterday. Because, like, yeah, so let's react to Legend of the Broken Dragon.
It's the Oreo cookie formula.
Legend of the Broke.
Come on, internet, stop being goofy. Stop it. So cool. Yeah, so cool. We both played the same part, basically. Yeah, I know. When I realized that too, I was like, oh, okay. Yes, that's true. I know. Yeah, yesterday happened because Rika was pressed by the Broken Dragon dagger in your stream. Oh yeah. I can't imagine he woke up having a good day.
Broken Dragon Dagger continues. Clarence still furious over being banned on Henry Court, called his friends Hagatha, Arbelly, and Dave the Crackhead. They talked for hours about what happened and what Clarence should do next. They brainstormed ideas for hours when suddenly Arbelly says,
Well, since I ran for mayor once and sold some scripts to Disney to find an artist to your artwork for your comic and movie promoted to nothing.
Oh, man, I've seen the YouTube channel have animation.
That's a
Come on. Oh my god, I can't stand my internet right now. Hold on, let me do something real quick because this just driving me crazy. Like I said, I can't see it on y'all's end, but on my end, it's annoying me because it takes it off the screen for me. I don't know if it takes it off the screen for you, but let me disconnect my phone from the internet. Maybe that'll help it a little bit because I know I hear the TV going in another room, which means somebody's streaming some Netflixer. Nope, Sopranos. I'm listening to it now. He's watching The Sopranos. Bring the quality of the video down. Okay, yeah, that might help. You're right. I keep forgetting I could do that. So let's bring the quality of the video down a little bit. Wow, but it's already at 480p. All right, we'll bring the quality of the video down. All right. See if that helps it a little bit.
great idea, you feel me? But you gotta hurry because you need that R on your page fast, you feel me?
If you want, I can cast a spell to convince that artist to work with us. Double, toil and trouble. Watch out, or I'll invade your personal bubble.
Hagatha starts moving around as she grabs her voodoo doll. She chants over and over, louder and louder. Everyone else in the Discord call starts to get creeped out until Clarence.
I don't know. I thought I told you to get dolls. They creep me the
Children, I will not get rid of them. How dare you tell me that? You better watch out, or I will cast a spell on you. I know you're homophobic. Maybe I'll just make you think that. Boil, Clarence Gay.
Faster and faster as she grabs a voodoo doll that looks like Clarence. Everyone in the Discord call gets scared as Clarence says,
No, that's okay. I'm sorry.
Bro, I can't with this. This shit, I've watched this so many times. It's funny. It's too funny. And the funny thing is, I had no idea what person this was supposed to represent. I found out after Henry was reacting to it who it was, and I just cracked up even more because I'm like, oh, okay, that's who this person makes more sense. So, yeah, I don't want to play it too much. I want you guys to go watch it, go show them love. But that's just a teaser, right? So there's part 1 and part 2. That is part 2 we reacted to. I just wanted you guys to see like I was in it and hear a little bit of it. Please go watch part 1. I'm gonna post a link in chat. Give me 2 seconds, and then go watch part 2 of Legend of the Broken Dragon Dagger. The part 1 was actually shorter, but just to give you guys full context, you definitely want to watch part 1 first. to understand what the whole thing is. So here's part 1. And then after that, part 2. And then you guys will be all caught up. But guys, they've spent a lot of time making this. I mean, this was like months of work. And it came out really good. It was really funny. I had a blast being part of it. I'm thankful to be part of it. Dust is also an amazing person. You know, he's funny. He doesn't take things seriously when it comes to, like, you know, if he's got beef, he makes it funny. And that's one thing I like about Dust, which is why I was honored to take part in all the videos he's done, because he's very creative. And definitely go show him some support. So check out part 1, Legend of the Broken Dragon, and then check out part 2, Legend of the Broken Dragon part 2. Both are very funny. Part 2, definitely, they went above and beyond for part 2. I'll give them that. It's hilarious. You guys need to check it out. And I was in part 2, so you make sure you watch at least part 2, because I was in it. Francis was in it. A lot of good people were part of this project, and I'm honestly so happy that, you know, it came out really good. So Dust is a visionary. Yes, Dust does drama way more entertaining than myself and Henry. I will say that. If I would say who does drama the best out of me, Henry Resilient, and Dust Productions, I would say Dust definitely does drama a lot better, because he makes it funny. He makes it hilarious and entertaining. Like, when I'm talking about good content and good entertainment, Dust Productions makes very good content. He's good entertainment. And you know what? The ghost hunting stuff, everyone gets on about the ghost hunting stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with ghost hunting. I don't know why I was going to do that before. You know, I was going to change the channel. Don't forget, I changed my whole channel. I was going to do ghost hunting and stuff. And, you know, that fell through. But here we go. But anyways, that's all I got for today. I hope y'all enjoyed my bad content. Thank you, Henry. I hope your date is awful. I hope that you have garlic breath when you go to kiss that woman. I hope that the sex is bad. I hope that she never calls you back after today's date. I'm pretty sure this is a chick that he's been seeing, though, so I don't even know if this is a girlfriend. I think he got a girlfriend. He just don't want to say it's a girlfriend. He don't like labels. So let me tell you right now, if you've been on the date with a woman way more than once, it's definitely more official than you want to admit to. But anyways, I hope that it's awful. I hope the garlic breath makes her not want to kiss you no more. And again, I hope the sex is really awful, Henry. I hope the sex is so bad that she's going to look at you and swear off men for the rest of her life. That's what I hope happens, because Henry, you might say I have bad content, but you are bad in bed. Yep, I said what I said. That's the love of his life. I know, right? That's a love of his life. Well, I hope the sex tonight is awful. I hope you can't get it up. Okay? I say that. I hope you can't get it up, Henry. I hope you need to look at pictures of me and Francis to help you get it up. You punk ass. I want to talk about my bad content. I know this man really didn't say that shit on live stream. It's bad content. You know, camera. My name is Henry Resilient. I need everybody to be on cam so I can get good clips. This isn't good clip-worthy content. My name is Henry Resilient. The Resilient Army. Keep shooting those blanks, okay? I don't shoot blanks. I shoot to kill. You feel me? I shoot to kill, Henry Resilient. So, yeah, enjoy your date night. Taking her to fucking McDonald's, get that girl a Happy Meal, talk about it's a date. I don't want to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, Henry Resilient. We know you ain't taking her to no fancy ass restaurant. Okay? But anyways, that's it, guys. I'm done. Love y'all. None but love for Henry Resilient. This was fun. I really enjoyed myself. But yeah, I got to go. I gotta get some food. I gotta talk to peoples about some things. And yeah. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll see. I might have to take a day off, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to really take a day off. But if I don't stream tomorrow, I will see you guys Monday. Be well, be merry. Don't forget, stay resilient. And hope you all had fun with me having fun with Henry Resilient. I'm gonna play his diss track for the outro. Goodbye. No?
Henry Resilient, fake like a knockoff chain. Chasing clout in the shadows, living off pain. Exposing Aaron, but your facts ain't aligned. Legend of the White Dragon, stay out of his grind. Cam up, Henry, show your real face. Keyboard warrior hiding in cyberspace. Calling out names, but you can't keep pace. Crash out your own lane. disgrace in the race. Viking Ranger, yeah, he got the scars, but you just a passenger not reaching stars. Talk big game, but your actions stay small. Throwing shade at legends while you trip and fall. Run your mouth, but the truth stays silent. Fake exposés, your words stay violent. Aaron builds legends, you build fake clicks. Puppet strings visible, your moves all tricks. You crash out worse than the ones you call out. Your credibility sinking, no doubt. Legends move in silence, you just scream. Clout chasing Henry, breaking the dream. Cam up, Henry, show your real face. Keyboard warrior hiding in cyberspace. Calling out names, but you can't keep pace. Crash out your own lane, disgrace in the race. Viking Ranger, run your mouth, but the truth stays silent. Fake exposés, your words stay violent. Viking Ranger, yeah, he got the scars, but you just a passenger, not reaching stars. Talk big game, but your actions stay small. Throwing shade at legends while you trip and fall. Run your mouth, but the truth stays silent. Fake exposés, your words stay violent. Aaron builds legends, you build fake clicks. Puppet strings visible, your moves all tricks. You crash out worse than the ones you call out. Your credibility sinking, no doubt. Legends move in silence, you just scream. Clout chasing Henry, breaking the dream. You crash out worse than the ones you call out. Your credibility sinking, no doubt. Legends move in silence, you just scream. Clout chasing Henry, breaking the dream.